Alright, Sam, we're going to watch your backstroke here. If you're watching the backstroke, make sure you go through the email as well. Check out the notes that are in there. Different things that Lynette's seen and that we've seen that we want you to continue to work on. Different things that we're seeing that you're doing really well. It's always a great opportunity when you don't have time to watch the video. You can, before or after practice, kind of check out these tidbits that we see that we want you to continue to work on. And you can always check them out before meets, because we do know sometimes it's not easy to take all the time in the world to watch all these videos. But we definitely have some things we can work on. We've been thrilled with the progress of your backstroke. I mean, your backstroke has been so good. So let's kind of start this all over. And let's see what we can figure out here. All right. So as we start out here with the first stroke, the one thing we notice real quick is you do a great job of dropping that elbow in that hand to really kind of expand your whole pull and your paddle of everything you're using on your backstroke. So on your right side, we really like that. And you can kind of see also that you've got your shoulder dropped as well. You can see that you get your shoulder dropped as well, so you're doing a great job of rolling through that water. Your left hand here is already above the water, and you can see that left shoulder is up. It could be up a little bit higher, but you are at least rolling, and that's one of the biggest things we want to see people doing. So great job there. As we start to enter the water here with our pinky first, you can start to see that shoulder starting to rotate down, which is excellent, Sam. I mean, we want everybody, when your right hand is coming up, okay, your right shoulder should be coming up, and then when your right hand is going in, your right shoulder should be going down. So this on your left side, you can see that left shoulder start to rotate down, which is exactly what I do right here. You're starting to get in, and you can see that shoulder rotating down. That's excellent. Now on this left side here, we're about halfway through that pull. We can see that arm is really straight on the left side. So when we kind of get, there's another video where we're going to see where you can see your right arm bending a little bit better, while your left arm is not. Let's make sure we're doing that too. So when your left arm enters, you're going to drop that pinky about 6 to 8 inches underwater. And then as you drop that pinky, you're going to drop that elbow a little bit, keep your hand a little bit higher, and really throw that water towards your feet or towards the opposite wall. Okay? Here comes that right hand. You can start to see the shoulder start to go down. You can see pinky entering first, which is excellent. You can see right here where you start to get that elbow bent a little bit and your hand is pressing a little bit more into the outside. Try to bring your hand a little bit higher, but that's the right idea on your right side. So your right side looks excellent. Good job of pinky roll, but again, really, yeah, there's really no real bend in that elbow on that left side. So we do want to work on that. And you can see that your hand is still down here a little bit while this hand is entering already. That looks like it's more of a fingertip entry, by the way, so we'll check that out above water. But let's make sure we really work on that. But make sure that left hand is coming up a little bit quicker. The drill that Lynette does a lot, where she's kind of talking about tempo, the idea is have fast hands. That's when she's walking around and she's kind of calling out to you guys, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The idea behind that is we want that tempo, those hands entering and exiting a little bit quicker and a little bit faster. On your kick, you're doing a great job of pointing those toes and flexing those legs, but you can see really how deep those legs are. So we're not really getting a lot of white water. It's one of the things we talk a lot about is making sure we have white water. So as we get here, right here, I want you to just kind of see how your elbow is dragging your hand behind you. So you're kind of dragging your hand instead of actually pulling that water. Okay? Let's make sure we keep those hands pushing a little bit better. But hips, legs. You can see that your hips are going down. So because of that, you're actually not able to get your legs up. So if you can lift your hips up a little bit higher, those legs are going to be much higher, and your body line should be right here. Okay, instead, you've got your body line more in this position here. That's the thing. But we want to make sure that the body line comes up so the legs come up and our kick becomes a little bit stronger. Because you've got a good steady kick out there, but you're not generating a lot of power because you're more trying to kick I always say you're more trying to kick uphill. If you're kicking uphill, it doesn't get anybody anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you can see you're really not even bending. You're very little bending on that left knee. So you got to bend those legs a little bit, generate a little bit more power. All right, as we go over here on this turn, you can see that you are way too early. So it's important to know your stroke count because really, the flags are the exact same distance from every single wall at every single short course meet. So if you know your stroke count, you're never going to mess up on your turns. But as you can see, you turned over way too early. And if you ever happen to do this, you need to slow this arm pull down because as long as that arm is moving, you're going to be fine because that won't be a non-continuous turn. But what you do here is you do the only thing you can do really, and you flip as soon as your hand gets to your hip. So your hand gets to your hip there, and you start to do that flip, but we can still see we're way far away from that wall. As you look forward, what we want to do is this head should be already starting to turn this way to help your legs come over. All right? So don't be looking at that wall quite so much. And then hands, as we can see here, your palms are facing up. You want to try to turn those palms facing down so you can think about throwing water to your face as best you can. The idea of throwing water to your face, it helps generate a little more speed, getting your legs over, and then helps you get into a little bit better streamline. Now as we go into your turn right here, the head position starts looking much better. Your legs are good, but you can kind of see that your arms are a little bit out to the side. Again, your palms are up. We want to get those palms down and a little bit closer to your head so that you're able to hit into a nice tight streamline a little bit better. Here we can kind of see that we've over-rotated just a little bit. Our eyes are kind of looking more this direction here. What really we should be looking straight up. So don't let your legs over-rotate. Don't let your head over-rotate quite so much. Alright. Maybe got a toe, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But you tried. You tried to get those legs that wall, and that was good. As you're starting off here, we can see that those hands are separated. All right, that's more of a Superman position. So let's make sure we like where your arms are. If you can just lock those hands together, your streamline is going to be perfect. 1, 2, 3. Now we got a streamline. 4, 5. All right. Hey, we'll take 6 dolphin kicks. So you may not have hit the wall, but you did do the 6 dolphin kicks, so that's good. Just get that stroke count better, Sam. You get that stroke count better, you're going to be perfect. As far as your breakout goes, which is that first stroke, not so bad. A little bit late, but still pretty good. And good job of starting on that flutter kick. And again, look at the difference. So if you go back and look just a couple seconds ago where your left hand is, look at this right hand right here. You can see that you've got your elbow bent, but this hand is really doing a great job of pushing that water towards the wall. So your right side of your body is perfect. It's exactly what we want to see. It's that left side we want to make sure we kind of mimic. So think about how that feels and where we want to be. But that looks great on the right side. Even underwater you can see the difference. Okay? But underwater you can see the difference between your left hand and your right hand, how straight your left hand is. See if we have one more view of it. Yeah, you can see really you're so straight down here. So let's work on that for us, okay? Excellent job, Sam. You're so good.